If you stepped away from your business for a week right now and completely unplugged, what would happen? If the honest answer is everything would fall apart, that's important information because that means you're not running a business. The business is running you. And I'm going to show you how to flip that. If building systems is something you want help with and you're not sure how to navigate it, it's exactly the kind of work I do on my one-on-one coaching. My link is in the description and let's talk about it. The problem is most agents, they're involved in everything, every email, every follow-up, every client update, every transaction detail. It all runs through them and we're all control freaks and we all have egos. And while that feels like staying in control, it actually creates a ceiling and it puts you in a box. Because you can only be in so many places, you can only handle so many conversations, and when you're the bottleneck of your business, it can only grow as fast as you can personally move. And that's not a scalable business. That's a very busy job. So, systems remove you as the bottleneck. They create consistent, predictable, repeatable processes that produce predictable results. So whether you're at your desk at 8 a.m. or you're out with family on a Saturday, your business is still moving forward as if you were there. Last summer, my husband and I went to Dominican Republic. I leveraged agents on my team to help with all offers, client communications. My TC was in the loop on everything. And I was able to be in the Dominican Republic, getting offers under contract and closing on deals while I was enjoying my poolside vacation. And the only way I was able to do that was to wrap my mind around, I need to be able to close deals when I'm not present in my business. I needed to go from operator to CEO and take control of my business. So for your lead generation and follow-up, your lead gen system answers a question of how do new people enter your pipeline every week? And then what happens after they do? Document it. Where do your leads come from? Do they come from database outreach, referrals, open houses, social media, sign calls? What is it? For each of those sources, what's the first thing that happens when a lead comes in? Who do they hear from? And when do they hear from you? What do you say? And when do you follow up again? Okay, so write it down. If this process only exists in your head, it's gonna break down every time you're busy. If you're unavailable, your sequence isn't happening. So write it down, build an email or text sequence for new leads, and use your CRM to set follow-up reminders automatically and have drip touch points happening. A documented, systematic follow-up process means no leads slip through the cracks ever again, even when your week gets hectic and even when you're on vacation. System 2 is the client onboarding. The moment a new buyer or seller signs with you, you need a consistent onboarding experience. That should begin automatically. For sellers, this could mean a welcome message, a timeline overview, a checklist of what they need to do before the listing goes live, and a clear expectation of how you will communicate with them moving forward. For buyers, this can also mean a welcome message, a summary of the buying process, what to expect at each stage, and how quickly they should expect to hear from you. When every client goes through that same onboarding process, they're going to start the relationship with the same level of clarity and confidence. And that confident client is going to be a cooperative client. And system 3 is going to be the transaction management. Every transaction has the same major milestones, right? You get an accepted offer, you open escrow, you go through an inspection, contingencies get removed, you go through an appraisal, you have a final walkthrough, and then you close. Build the checklist for every deal that maps these milestones and include every task, every deadline, all the communication touch points along the way. When you have a transaction checklist, nothing gets missed. You don't rely on memory for critical dates and deadlines. And when you hand this off as part of a transaction to an assistant or a TC in the future, the process is documented. This system alone saves deals. So use it in every transaction because you're already doing it. So why not make it a system? You know it's in your brain. Now you need to extract it and put it into a system. And system 4 is database touchpoints and referral nurturing. Because your database, it's your most valuable business asset, but it only is going to generate referrals if you stay in contact with your database. So build a system for this, a monthly email or a market update to your full list, or quarterly call that you're going to call every quarter to your top tier contacts. You're going to send birthday messages and annual home value updates or holiday notes. Map it on a calendar, schedule it, assign the task to each day, and then when it's scheduled and documented, it's going to happen. When it lives only in your intentions in your head, it doesn't, and you might maybe scratch 25% of it, but imagine if you did 100% and what that could do for your business. If you feel like you don't have time to build systems right now, that's a key reason why you need to build systems. Building a system is for something that you do repeatedly. That takes 2 to 3 hours one time, and it's gonna save you that time over and over and over again for the rest of your career. We do the same things on every single transaction. You don't have time to not build a system. Every week that you operate without systems, you're spending extra time reinventing the wheel, starting over and over and over again for each transaction, each client, each prospect. The one that would save you the most time, build it this week, and then build the next one. But get your systems out of your brain, get it into Claude or into ChatGPT, and create it into a tangible system that you could pass off to somebody when you're gone and they know exactly what to do. If your business stops working when you do, it's not a business yet. Build a lead follow-up system, the client onboarding system, a transaction checklist, and a database nurture calendar. These 4 systems built once, running the rest of your career. This is how you take yourself out of the bottleneck of your business and take it to new heights. If you want help identifying which systems will have the biggest impact on your business right now, and you don't know how to put it all together, book a free call on my Calendly in the link below, or DM me at PK Residential on Instagram or Facebook.